Hey everybody, T-Man again, bringing you guys another video. This video
Bring you
will
guys
be,
another video.
again, my son in the background, Vicious Vinny in the background. Say hi, Vicious Vinny.
Hi, this is Vinny.
There we go. This video will be doing my video on other heel superstars I think would be suitable to be the World Heavyweight Champion rather than having the goofball Sheamus as our World Heavyweight Champion. Okay, so as you guys know, if you see my Survivor Series video, watched Raw, watched the current WWE product, we know that Sheamus cashed in the Money in the Bank after the World Heavyweight Tournament and beating Roman Reigns and winning the World Heavyweight title. If you want to know my reaction to the Survivor Series, what I thought about it, please go ahead and watch that video. My Survivor Series review where I just go into depth on that match. I also did another Survivor Series video where I just talked about the Undertaker match, but this one just specifically talks about the tournament and what I think about Sheamus cashing in, other things, other scenarios I would have done instead of doing that. First of all, any of you guys that watch these videos of mine knows that I don't hate Sheamus. I see Sheamus as a mid-tier heel. I don't see him as one of the top heels in the company. And not to mention, WWE has not been pushing Sheamus like he's ready to win the World Heavyweight title. Now, like, I know the whole Seth Rollins things really threw things in a loop for WWE for a while, but I just don't think they've been building Sheamus strong enough. I mean, think about it. I mean, look at the match he had at Survivor Series. I don't really. I know it was a 5-on-5. I think he might have gotten pinned. He's not been booking strong. The last real rivalry I really know he had of any significance was the Randy Orton one, and that rivalry was horrible. I mean, they just put two guys together with that Sheamus and Randy Orton rivalry. They put two guys together that they pretty much didn't know what to do with. They didn't know what to do with Orton at the time, and they didn't know what to do with Sheamus, but they know that they were two big names. So they're like, okay, let's put two names together that people know, Sheamus and Randy Orton, two big top stars. Let's put them together. There was no motivation behind that rivalry. So they really haven't known what to do with Sheamus. They've been booking of him half-assed the last couple of weeks, losing the random people. To me, he has not been having a very strong showing. And to me, this video, I'm going to name other superstars they could have had, you know, to be your heel champion right now. Like I said, if you watch my Survivor Series video, I said the best thing to do, the best scenario to do right now would have been to have Roman Reigns win as a heel. Cheat to beat Dean Ambrose in that finals. Not having Roman Reigns beating Dean Ambrose clean. Now that match is garbage. It was an 8-minute match. Roman Reigns beat him clean. I wouldn't have done that. I would have had Roman Reigns cheat to win, be the heel guy that people, I think, want to see Roman Reigns as, be that heel champion, and then eventually having Dean Ambrose winning at the Royal Rumble, setting up Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns again, with Dean Ambrose finally winning the World Heavyweight title at WrestleMania. That's how I would have booked it. But I don't do. They decided to go this shitty direction with Sheamus with the Money in the Bank. And like I said, I wouldn't even have had Sheamus win that Money in the Bank. I've talked about that in the Survivor Series video. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna name 3 other heels they could have had other than Sheamus. I know they don't want to do the Roman Reigns heel thing. They're pulling a John Cena all over again. They're just going to shove Roman Reigns down our throat now, just like they did with John Cena. But I think more fans are behind Roman Reigns a little bit, especially the women. I know a lot of girls like Roman Reigns. But let's talk about 3 other heels I believe would have been a better option than Sheamus. Sheamus, like I said, is a mid-tier heel. Who would have been better? I would say the number 1 guy I think would have been better would be Bray Wyatt. Yeah, but he's that cool heel. He's not like a real hated heel like Seth Rollins was, because I think Seth Rollins was the number 1 hated heel in the company, and he was the best guy at it. I loved Seth Rollins. I think Bray Wyatt would have been perfect. And not to mention, that's coming right off of the Roman Reigns rivalry or whatever. If they would have had that, how would they have done that? Obviously, Sheamus wasn't the Money in the Bank. Maybe Bray Wyatt joined the Authority in like a corporate ministry type of thing like they did with The Undertaker. Maybe like I don't know. Do something. Do some sort of WWE magic. Maybe had put Bray Wyatt somehow magically in the tournament. But anyways, Bray Wyatt would have been a great option as a heel champion, and he's a guy that's over. He's a guy that's over. He's a guy that's believable. You're trying to tell me Sheamus is a bigger superstar and heel than Bray Wyatt? No. Number two, Rusev. Think about it. Going into WrestleMania last year, nobody was a stronger heel than the United States champion at that time, Rusev. I mean, God, think about that WrestleMania intro with the tank, with the Russian tanks. I mean, that was awesome. I mean, Rusev was built so strong. They watered down his character this past year with the whole love triangle with Alana and the Summer and Ziggler. It was just bad. It was just really bad. This was an opportunity for Rusev being out of action for a while. This was a option of maybe having Rusev be the front runner of the Authority. And here's how they could have did this with Rusev. They could have done it like this. They could have Roman Reigns win the match, and Roman Reigns fresh because it was only an 8-minute match. Triple H comes out and says, "You know what? Remember at Raw when I was willing to hand you the World Heavyweight title, Roman Reigns, and you declined? Well, I have a superstar over here that accepted my offer, and you're going to fight him right now for the World Heavyweight Championship, even though you just had 2 matches tonight. Bring out Rusev. Rusev wins the match. Could have had it there. Again, I believe Rusev is a bigger, or was a bigger heel than Sheamus. And not to mention, I just think he's a little bit more believable. And they could have started booking Rusev strong, give him some credibility, have him win the World Heavyweight title there. Another way they could have did it, other than the goofball Sheamus. And I love good heels. I love good heels. Sheamus is not believable to me. And I know he's a former World Heavyweight Champion, but if you think about it, Sheamus has always got these big pushes because Vince really likes him, and he was Triple H's workout buddy. That was the whole reason why Sheamus have always got these pushes like he did. He's always been booked strong and just in good positions. I remember for like 3 years straight, they wanted to, or 4 years, they kept wanting to do the fucking Sheamus Daniel Bryan match over and over and over, and the fans just shitted on that. I mean, Sheamus, he's a mid-tier guy. Keep him in the Intercontinental, maybe United States title level. He's not believable. Third guy I would have did an option would be Kevin Owens. But that's the very last option would be Kevin Owens. I think I like what they're doing with Kevin Owens. I want him to continue to have the Intercontinental title. That's a title that really needs to get built up. I believe John Cena did a hell of a job. Love John Cena or hate him or whatever. I think John Cena really built up that United States title. I think if they kept the title on Kevin Owens, make it significant, have him defend the title on a regular basis, maybe I don't know, 2 Raws a month would be fine by me in every single pay-per-view, and not really have Kevin Owens and Alberto Del Rio, the 2 other champions, Intercontinental U.S. champions. I wouldn't want them to see them chase the titles, the World Heavyweight title. I want them to defend their title and make that title really mean something. I think that would be kind of cool. But anyways, those are the 3 options I would choose. I think Sheamus is just not believable in my opinion. I mean, but in a way, I guess they're doing the job. I guess everybody now wants to see Roman Reigns win, right? I mean, who wants? I mean, those of you who comment on down below. Please comment. Give me your opinions. What would you guys done? Please let me know what you guys would have done. Me, watch my Survivor Series video. I would have turned Roman heel. Fuck, even Dean heel. Jesus. Just, not Sheamus, man. I mean, think about it. Your pay-per-view main event for the TLC, which that pay-per-view is never really my favorite pay-per-view anyways. But that main event, you have the World Heavyweight title in the main event. Roman Reigns versus Sheamus. Oh. Yeah, I can see why WWE's advertising all these new shows of the network. It's not going to be the pay-per-view next month that's going to draw people in the month of December. It's not going to be Sheamus and Roman Reigns with the World Heavyweight title as your main event. That's a fucking SmackDown main event. Oof. Maybe a house show. Ugh. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think. See you for the next video.